Millhouse, the leader from Parcel, Arkle and King's Nephew. Now this is the first open ditch. Millhouse setting a steady pace from Parcel and Arkle, then King's Nephew. And all immaculate there. And a downhill run to the next with King's Nephew the back marker and Millhouse making it by a good 4 lengths from Arkle, who's taking a fairly strong hold, then Parcel and King's Nephew. At the third, Millhouse, Arkle and Parcel and King's Nephew. This is the water, number 4, Millhouse from Arkle, Parcel and King's Nephew. Coming up towards the 5th, Millhouse from Arkle towards the outside, Parcel and King's Nephew. Fence number 6, Millhouse from Arkle, Parcel and King's Nephew. This is an open ditch now, number 7. Millhouse by 2 lengths from Arkle, Parcel and King's Nephew. Millhouse from Arkle, Parcel, King's Nephew. Now the fence at the top of the hill. Millhouse, Arkle, Parcel, King's Nephew. Now quite a long run down to the next fence. Millhouse from Arkle, Parcel and King's Nephew. Arkle still taking a very strong hold. Pat Taff trying to restrain him on the outside, not having a very happy ride on him at the moment. Millhouse from Arkle, Parcel and King's Nephew. Millhouse bowling along in front from Parcel, Arkle and King's Nephew. Coming up to number 11 now of the 21 fences. Millhouse from Parcel, Arkle and King's Nephew. The big horse, ears pricked, the leader. Measures it beautifully. Millhouse from Arkle, Parcel and King's Nephew. This is number 12, another open ditch. Millhouse by a good 2 lengths from Arkle, Parcel and King's Nephew. Oh, he just had to put in a little short one there, Millhouse, but he did it so cleverly that he didn't lose any ground. Just patted the ground and with that spring-like stride of his hopped over it. Millhouse, Arkle, Parcel and King's Nephew. And a beautiful jump there by Millhouse. Arkle goes into second place, Parcel third, King's Nephew 4. Coming down to the water, this is number 14. Millhouse from Arkle, Parcel and King's Nephew. Coming up to the 15th now. Millhouse, a beautiful one there, Arkle second. Parcel third, King's Nephew 4th. Millhouse by 4 lengths now. Millhouse from Arkle. A lovely jump by Arkle as well there. Third, Parcel, 4, King's Nephew. This is number 17, and it's the last open ditch. 21 fences in all, and Arkle is beginning to close now on Millhouse. Millhouse and Arkle, both beautiful jumps. Millhouse just slightly the better of the two. Parcel third, King's Nephew 4. Millhouse from Arkle. And now there's a long gap between Parcel and King's Nephew. And it's the big two now as they run down the hill to the third last fence. The big horse, Millhouse, with Arkle closing on him. And it's Millhouse and Willie Robinson, Arkle and Pat Taff, and Pat being shouted for from the stands now. Irish voices really beginning to call for him now as he starts to make up ground on Arkle. It's Millhouse, the leader from Arkle. Arkle making ground on the far side at the third last fence. Millhouse is over the leader from Arkle second. They've got two fences left to jump now in the Gold Cup, with Millhouse the leader from Arkle, and a long way back is Parcel, then King's Nephew. This is the second last fence, and they're still both full of running, still going great guns, both of them. It's Millhouse on the inside, jumped it only just ahead of Arkle. Now they're rounding the home turn, and this is it. And Willie Robinson's got his whip out, and Pat Taff is shaking up Arkle, and this is the race now to the last fence. It's Arkle on the stand side for Ireland and Millhouse for England on the far side. And this is it, with Arkle just taking the lead as they come to the last fence. It's going to be Arkle if he jumps it. Arkle coming to the last now, and Arkle a length nearer Millhouse. He's over and clear. Millhouse is trying to challenge him again, but it's Arkle on the stand side. Millhouse over on the far side, coming up towards the line, and Arkle is holding him. Arkle going away now from Millhouse. This is the champion. This is the best we've seen for a long time. Arkle is the winner of the Gold Cup. Millhouse is second, and then a long gap before the 1960 winner. Parcel comes up into third place, and finally King's Nephew. And I've never heard such cheers from the stands at Cheltenham as Arkle proves himself the champion chaser in the British Isles. And the result of the 39th Cheltenham Gold Cup is first Arkle, owned by the judges of West. From Millhouse. Millhouse almost up with him again, and now racing for the home turn. And it's still Arkle, the leader from Millhouse. Millhouse under pressure now. Willie Robinson asking him for everything, and it doesn't look as though he's going to get Arkle off the bit as they round the home turn now, with Pat Taff looking over his right shoulder. Millhouse trying to make ground on his inner. Stoney Crossing is in third place. Caduval is a fence behind him almost. And now Arkle opening up now like a sports car, like a real, as though he's just changed gear. He's opened up, he's changed down, and he's coming to the last fence full of running. He's just got to jump it to go away. And a brilliant jump, a superb jump at the last. Exhibition stuff. A fine effort by Millhouse, but he's absolutely unavailing against the champion. Here's the greatest going away to the line. Pat Taff riding him out. The horse really enjoying himself. He's given a great exhibition performance this afternoon. This is his second successive Gold Cup.
Arkle moved with the grace of a stag and possessed the watchful eye of an eagle. He simply oozed class, but at one fence in the 66 Gold Cup, he stopped both English and Irish hearts.
Another complete circuit. Oh, and he barely took off at that one. He just looked at it and ignored it. And how he got the other side, well, you should have heard the gasp from the crowd here. It looked as though he wasn't going to jump at all. He just ignored the fence completely, and how he got the other side's a mystery. This is an open ditch, and he jumped that one. Arkle from Dorman, Snego, Sartorius, and Hunch. Arkle rounding the home turn. A great roar from the crowd now as they see him level up. Absolutely effortless he is at the moment. Surely he's not going to take any chances with this one as he did before. No, he jumps it like a champion. Roars from the crowd as he goes away. Dorman's jumping at second. Snego's jumping at third. And there's Arkle striding up to the line, the runaway winner of his third successive Gold Cup.